Hi guys, how you doing? This is Ben, the Real Estate Pro, coming at you, hopefully going to kick you some knowledge. So something I want to talk about today that's very frustrating. This is something that I don't understand. There are these gurus, these real estate coaches, and some of these agents that are out there that are, they promote themselves on YouTube. They're very good agents, very accomplished. Don't get me wrong. I follow a lot of them, and a lot of them are very good. What I don't understand is why they're promoting the very behavior that got us into this mess to begin with. I think the NAR settlement that happened last week, I mean, I've certainly got into it quite a bit. You can certainly watch my videos about several things. But I think it's kind of a distraction as to what really got us here and what really got us to the situation that we're in. We've been looking at the different practice changes that NAR is proposing. And guys, it's just a proposed settlement. It's not the law. It's just something that the court is going to look at, and if they approve it, it's how we're going to be doing business as far as how NAR and all these big brokerages, they've agreed to do business moving forward. But I think a lot of these, like I said, these gurus, these YouTube guys, like I said, a lot of them are great people, a lot of great information. They're totally missing, like I said, what got us here. Now, what you're looking at this is a statement that was given to the judge in the Noselec versus MLS PIN case. And this is out, I believe, out in the Northeast. It's addressed to a Judge Patty B. Saris. And MLS PIN, along with other defendants like Keller Williams, Remax, a whole bunch of different people. Now, NAR's not mentioned in this suit, but a lot of the same defendants in the Sitzer Burnett case are named here as well. And what's interesting is this statement of interest came out by the DOJ because they objected to the settlement that Noselec and these defendants came up with. So they gave this letter to the judge and kind of made their comments known as to why they feel like the settlement is inadequate. Okay, and there's one piece here that I think is very, very important that I'm going to concentrate on. Now, if you want to, you can easily find this. Just hit, Noselec v. Noselec v. MLS PIN, and you can download this form. It's pretty easy to find out. But I'm going to read this one paragraph in here. Okay, remember, the DOJ is objecting to the settlement. And it says here, as long as sellers can make buyer-broker commission offers, they will continue to offer customary commissions out of fear that buyer brokers will direct buyers away from listings with lower commissions, a well-documented phenomenon known as steering. When sellers make such offers, buyer brokers need not compete on price to attract buyers. The settlement does not ameliorate these dynamics at the heart of the plaintiff's complaint. As a result, commissions on home sales will remain inflated, reducing the net amount the seller receives for the home and driving up the purchase price paid by the buyer. The proposed rule therefore raises serious antitrust concerns in its own right. Now, I don't agree necessarily with what the DOJ has to say here. This video is not to defend the DOJ. This video is to get people to understand what got us to this point in the first place. Okay, it's about steering. Okay, Ketchmark in the Sitzer Burnett case talks about this in several media posts. Okay, and he talks about how he wants decoupling of the commissions so the buyer pays their agent and the seller pays their agent. And that's what the DOJ is talking about here. Now, me personally, while the NAR settlement is important, I'm a lot more worried about what the DOJ is going to do versus this NAR settlement. I'm not saying it's not important. It's just we need to pay attention to this, and we have these gurus, these YouTubers with millions of people that watch them and take advice from them. They're completely missing the boat here, and they're promoting steering. They're promoting this phenomenon, is what they call it, and it's true. I mean, I hate to say it, but there are agents out there that will go ahead and look at MLS, and when you look at MLS, you'll see the commissions that are being offered by different sellers. And there are agents that will pick and choose the ones with the higher commissions and not show the houses that have the lower commissions, even though the house may be perfect for their buyer. They won't show it because they're not making enough. So they're putting their fiduciary responsibility to their client, looking out. I mean, they're supposed to be looking out for the best interests of their client, but they're putting it second to how much they make. And this is being promoted. This particular tactic of telling sellers, hey, you don't have to offer a buyer's agent commission, but your house will just sit on the market. No buyer's agents will want to show it. They'll think that there's something wrong with it. And and other houses are going to sell and yours isn't, all because you didn't offer a seller's or buyer's agent commission. Now, there is something to that, just to be honest, and just to be clear, there is something to that, but that's not the only reason why a house sits on the market. There are houses right now that have been on the market 30, 45, 60, 90, 120 days or more. There are houses on the market right now, and just about all of them are offering a buyer's agent commission. See, these gurus aren't telling you that. A lot of them are selling, there's a saying, if you want to make money in real estate, sell to real estate agents. And that's what a lot of the people are saying. They're selling memberships. They're selling these training courses to agents. And this is what they're telling their members. And it just amazes me that, and I hear it over and over and over and over again, that it's like these guys are promoting that us as agents, they're promoting that we should conduct ourselves in a way that the DOJ says is steering and is illegal. I mean, you're essentially putting a target on your back. Okay, you're essentially putting your business at risk, perhaps your license, and then even worse, your clients. Because if they're parties to steering, then they potentially, and I'm not an attorney, but they potentially could open themselves up for any type of antitrust action, or maybe if something goes wrong with the transaction that they're in, this is something that a really savvy attorney that's trying to get their buyer client out of a deal or extract money out of you, that they could use to put a lawsuit against you and your client. It just amazes me that I keep hearing this. That people will say that you should conduct yourself in this way or try and get around the coming rules just so you can make a commission. What happened to fiduciary responsibility of your client? If it's better for your seller, if there's another way to possibly increase the bottom line of your seller and bring as many offers to the table, if there's a way to do that, you should be interested in doing so. But instead, what so many agents out there are doing, and these are people that are very well accomplished, sold a lot of houses, a heck of a lot more houses than I have. Okay, they're telling you that you have to list your house for sale, offer a buyer's agent commission to sell your home. Do you know what they're really saying to me? I have a sales background. To me, they're just saying they don't know how to do it any other way. So you have to do it this way. And that's the only way that you can sell your home. And the truth is, it's the only way they know how to sell your home. That's the truth. I've helped for sale by owners sell homes. We've sold them very quickly. Okay, I've sold my homes for sale by owner. The house didn't go on the stay on the market for 120 days, 90 days. We sold it in under 30 days. See, guys, there are a lot of other things that can affect the reason why the house stays on the market. Okay, could be price, could just be the market, could just be where you're at. You can't sit there and, in my opinion, misrepresent to people. Okay, or use one tactic and use one reason just because you don't know how to do it any other way. See, guys, most agents, what they do is they get a listing, they put it on the MLS, and they just sit back and wait for a buyer to come or a buyer's agent to provide an offer, and that's it. And a lot of times you don't have to do anything other than that, and you'll get offers right away. You don't have to, list it on social media, put it in the newspaper or whatnot. Do different types of advertising. Maybe you have a network of people that you can call. Yeah, certainly you could do that. But for the most part, a vast majority of agents, that's all they do. And if they don't have that, I would submit that a vast majority of agents don't have any clue how to sell your house because they're not real salespeople. And unfortunately, they're more interested in making their job easier than helping you or helping their clients. What they're telling you is you have to pay more money for me to be able to sell your house. That's just my opinion. It's weak salesmanship, if you ask me. For me, my fiduciary responsibility is tip top. I listen to you, I see what you want to do, and I find a way to make it happen that's going to benefit all parties involved. I'll make my recommendations, you can take them, and then we can go ahead and put a plan together and move forward. That's how it should be. But unfortunately, guys, we just have all these people that don't care. It doesn't matter that they're jeopardizing their business and even their clients. They just want to do things their way, and they want to keep this old system alive as long as possible because, frankly, they don't know how to do it any other way. All right, guys, hopefully that helps you. This has been the Real Estate Pro. We'll talk to you next time.